times through each exercise. We're going to start with one exercise, repeat it 3 times total, and then we'll move on. Let's come into a wide stance. We'll get a quick little warm up here. It's not going to be too much weight bearing today, so we've got some body weight. We've got some core using that kettlebell and some without kettlebell. So you can also use a dumbbell for today's workout as well. All right, let's take a couple good mornings. Hands behind the heads, pull those elbows back. Let's go ahead and pull that belly button in nice and tight toward that spine. We've got 4 of them, 2 left. Last one. Good. We'll take some hip circles, bring your stance in more narrow, up, out, down, up, in, down. We've got 4 each side, and then we'll get right into it. One more, then we'll switch legs. Good. Working a little bit of balance, stability here as well. Other leg. Pretend you're going up and over a hurdle. Two more. Last one. Good. All right, so first exercise is going to be slow mountain climbers. Okay, so no equipment needed, just your mat. We're going to come into a plank, slow climber. I'll give you about 15 seconds to get down in that mat, on that mat, I should say. And then we'll get going. I'll get the timer started here. All right, we start in 5. Bringing that knee toward elbows. 2, 1. All right, nice plank. Here we go. Bring that knee to elbow. Pushing your hands through the mat. Separating those shoulder blades. Knee doesn't have to touch the elbow, but try to get it up there nice and tight. Good, we have 3 rounds. Almost there. We're going to change. Next round, we're going to just go crisscross instead of straight to the right knee, right elbow. We're going to go, next one's going to be right knee to left elbow. Okay, so we're going to cross crunch here. We have about 10 seconds, then we start round 2, and then we'll mix it up for the 3rd time. We'll switch it up a little bit too. Here we go, in 5. All right, find that plank. We're going to bring that right knee toward that left elbow. Here we go. Good. Left knee toward right elbow. Try to get a little closer. You got it. "15 seconds. Nice and slow, nice and controlled. Body should be warming up. And stop. All right, round 3, final round. We're going to go knee to same elbow. So right knee to right elbow, then we're going to drive that heel toward the ceiling. It's going to look like this. Right knee, right elbow. Bring it back. Drive that heel toward the ceiling. Then we do the other side. All right, in 3, 2. You're going to get a shoulder burn. 2, 1. Here we go. Ready? Right knee, right elbow. Drive that heel up. Left knee, left elbow. Drive that heel up. Good. Get it a little closer. Drive that heel. Flex that foot as you push it toward the ceiling. Good. Option, you can come onto your elbows if you'd like. A little bit harder to get that knee through for some of us, but that's an option. And stop. Whew, good. All right, shake it out. We're going to shake out those arms. Take a little break. We've got a minute here. Grab a drink if you need. And we're going to move on. You're going to grab a kettlebell or dumbbell for this next one. You're going to crunch up toward those toes. We're going to be laying on our back. I'll show you that shortly. All right, we have 20 seconds. Grab a kettlebell. It's going to be in your hands. Legs are going to be up. We're going to crunch up. Okay? All right. I don't think I gave you a full minute, but that's all right. We're going to be here. Rest for 5. We start in 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. You got an option to bend those knees slightly and go toward the ceiling if you need to. Bring that rib cage down toward that hip. Close that gap. Good. We're here for 8, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Whew. All right, next we're going to do a similar thing. Your leg's going to be up in the air, but this time you're going to try to reach toward that right side of that foot and then left side of that foot. Be a little more challenging, a little bit more obliques as we reach and twist a little bit. All right, are we ready? Here we go. So you're going to cross crunch just slightly. You can feel those obliques turn on. Looking good. Keep her going. You're halfway. Don't have to touch those toes, just reaching toward them outside of that shoe. Moving that weight just slightly. 3, 2, 1. Relax. All right, this time we're going to bring that weight up. We're going to drop a leg. We've done these before. Crunch toward the feet. Drop the other leg. So crunch, drop a leg. You can do this with bent knees if needed. Here we go. Crunch up, drop a leg. Crunch up, drop a leg. I'll show you that with the bent knee. Crunch up, drop a heel. Crunch up, drop a heel. Make sure that low back stays on the mat. Many people aren't going to be able to do the straight leg without that low back coming off. So do what you need to do. Let's strengthen that core in the right way. We have 8 seconds. Then we're going to take a little bit longer break before we move on. Last one. Whew. All right, set that weight aside. Take a little break. We're going to take about a minute here before we move on. All right, next up, we're going to do bear to plank. So we're going to start in bear position. So you'll be here in tabletop. Flip those toes under, bring those knees up just slightly. You're going to walk yourself back into that bear, or sorry, plank, back into that bear position. Plank. All right, 3 times through. We start in 20 seconds. No equipment needed. You can be on your elbows or your hands. In 10. Let's find tabletop. Knees are on the ground. We'll lift, curl those toes under. Here we go. We're going to lift those knees up off the ground. Step back into that plank. Hold just for a second. Step back into that bear. Step back into that plank. You can alternate your feet. Which one steps back? Change it up. Looking good. Trying to keep your hips square to the mat. Try to keep that gaze out to the top of your mat, not hanging the head. 5. And stop. Whew. All right, 20-second break. We're back at it. Option to be on those elbows. A little bit more difficult to get those knees through. That's all right. Round 2. And 5. All right, find that tabletop, curl those toes under, bring those knees off the ground. Here we go. You can speed it up if you'd like or keep it nice and slow. Your choice, just make sure those hips stay square. Your option is always to hold the plank, modified plank, knees on the ground till the end of the set if you need to. You're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and break. All right, guys, one more round of those. You start in 10. Whew. Got my water today. Here we go. And 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Push through the hands. Separate those shoulder blades. Work. Check your shoulders. Are they over your wrists? Mine started to creep back a little bit, so try to get those over your wrists. You're 15. You got it. Push through. 8, 3, 2, 1, and break. Whew. All right, guys, that's 3 rounds. We take a break. We move on after that. Shake it up. We'll be back on our butt. So we'll give those shoulders a little bit of a break. We're going to come into a sit-up, rotate, go back into that sit-up, then rotate. So we're doing some more twisting rotation of the core. In 20 seconds, we start. All right, so something not too heavy of a kettlebell. Probably. I'll show you a quick what it's going to look like. Here, rotate, try to drop it, touch the kettlebell to the mat. All right, in 3, 2, 1, here we go. Good. Try to roll down that spine 1 vertebrae at a time. Don't flop down. You can do this without weight, using just the rotation here as well. That's an option. 3, 2, 1. And if you can't get yourself up on those sit-ups, you can do crunches. That's fine too. Or stick your feet underneath some heavy dumbbells or a couch or something. Or like have your partner stand on your toes like we used to, right? You can do your sit-ups that way too. Find a modification that works for you. Here we go. Round 2. Whew. We haven't done a solid just core workout for quite some time. It's starting to add up. $15. Last one, guys. Whew, set that weight down. All right, 20-second break. Then we hit round 3. I'll do a little stretching here. Start in 10. All right, and 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Last round. A lot of rotation today. Inner core. Switch my grip. You got it. Finish strong. 8. Let's speed it up a little bit. 7, 6. Last one. And stop. Whew. All right, grab a drink if you need. We're going to move on. We're going to be standing up. So we're done being on the mat. We're going to stand up with the kettlebell. We have a couple fun ones. That kettlebell is going to come around, and then you're going to stop the rotation, and then back around, okay? Might take a second or two to get that down if you haven't done that before. So we have 3 rounds, and we start in 20 seconds. All right, let's pull that belly button in nice and tight, get a nice strong core. We start in 10. You can start with your weight in one hand, roll those shoulders back and down. You're going to go behind your back, and as it comes to the front, you're going to stop it with that other hand, okay? Good. So your core is adjusting to the change of direction, trying to stop your body from rotating. Ooh, lost it. 10 seconds. 3, 2, last one, and stop. All right, set that down. We have 2 more rounds. Go ahead and get a nice neck stretch here. Relax that opposite shoulder. Other side. All right, let's grab that kettlebell. Same thing, round 2. Here we go. Good. You might find that you have some lack of mobility in those shoulders. Oops, I lost it. If you're having a hard time with the pass behind your back, okay? Open up those shoulders, do some stretching on that front side. It's definitely where I lack mobility as well. 2, 1, and break. Bring those hands behind your back, interlock those fingers, open up the shoulders, open up the chest, lift that chin. Hold for 5. All right, let's grab that kettlebell. 1 more round. Here we go. Good. Halfway. 10 seconds. 2, 1, and stop. Whew. All right. That's it for that. We have 1 more exercise, 3 times through, and then you're out of here. You're going to take a kettlebell. We're going to hold it with our thumbs on the bell, like this. Okay. It's going to come up kind of over your shoulder, slowly lower. Up over the other shoulder, slowly lower. All right. You can do this with a dumbbell too. I should have shown you a couple dumbbell options. So if you're a dumbbell, you're just going to come here. Similar movement. All right, we start in 20. Last exercise. 3 times. So you're not going to bend the elbows and come to the shoulder. You're going to keep those elbows pretty straight, especially that one on the outside, okay? All right, the one on the inside will bend, but the other one's going across the body. Good. Nice and slow on the return. That's where the work is on the core, okay? So up, slowly lower. Up, slowly lower. You'll feel it. Core kick on, slowly lower. Up, slowly lower. Good. Whew. It's getting tough. 5. Last one. And stop. Good. All right. If you don't think you're going to make it through 2 more rounds, grab a dumbbell just in case. You feel that in your biceps too. A little bit shoulder. Round 2. In 5. All right. Remember, keep that one arm pretty straight as you bend the other. Slowly lower. 2, 3, 4. Up. 2, 3, 4. Keep it slow on the way down. 2, 3, 4. Halfway. 10. So if your arms are sore tomorrow, you're wondering why, it's going to be this one. Last one. And stop. Nice work. All right, one more round. Take a 20-second break. We'll finish her off in 10. Roll those shoulders back and down. We start in 3. Here we go. Stay strong. You got it. Try not to rock. Try not to let your body sway and rock as you fling that up over the shoulder. Almost there. You've got 10. Last one. And stop. Woo! All right, so let's open the shoulders. Go ahead and pull those shoulder blades back together. Let's round that spine, tuck that chin. Open up the shoulders. Open up the chest and then round that spine. All right, let's get a quick little tricep stretch here. Each side. Little rotation in the core. Heart rate's coming down. All right, guys, nice work. Have a wonderful day. Hope to see you next time.